Hi, how's everybody doing? So it's Crazy Monkey here again. So we're about half a mile from downtown Ogden, and we're just gonna ride slow in the neighborhood, show you some houses, and then we'll ride down to downtown Ogden where they have all the Christmas lights on. It's gonna be dark in about 15 minutes, so I want to basically just ride around real slow for like 15 minutes and then get downtown right when it gets dark to show you all the Christmas lights that they just turned on yesterday. So it's December 1st. There's about a foot of snow. We actually got about a foot of snow a few days ago. It's actually very cold. It's like 20 degrees probably about. So it's about 15 degrees below normal with a foot of snow. And this is pretty unusual. To have a foot of snow is pretty unusual. But hopefully I'll show you the mountains in the back. Hopefully the skiing this year will be totally awesome. It's starting out really awesome. See that small house right across the street? It's a handyman special, but that one for like 110K approximately 2-3 years ago. It's probably double now. But yeah, the skiing this winter, I'm really hoping it's going to be like one of the best seasons ever, because it's getting started just amazingly. They got like a 3-foot base at the ski resorts right now. 3 feet of snow, and it's December 1st, so that's just really, really good. That's just totally awesome. But for me, I won't be skiing for another 2 weeks. The ski bus operates in 2 weeks, and then that's when I will start skiing. And then the ski resort, one of them is right on the other side of that mountain, right on the other side of the mountain. That's one ski resort. And then if you keep going further that direction, they have another ski resort. Those are the two main big ski resorts here in Ogden, in the Ogden area. And then if you go south to Salt Lake City, there's just a bunch of ski resorts down there. And one of the good things about living in Ogden is that all the tourists, they basically go to the Salt Lake City ski resorts. Very few of them come up here. And because very few of them come up here, we kind of have the ski resorts to ourselves. So we have two big, huge ski resorts, and we pretty much have them to ourselves. So there's not like long lift lines. It's like pretty nice. You don't have to, it's not like Park City where it's just tons and tons of people. So this right here is the nicest neighborhood in Ogden. This is the old trolley tracks. There actually was a trolley here about 100 years ago. 100 years ago they actually had a trolley here. Believe it or not, Ogden had lots of trolleys about 100 years ago. There was like 4 or 5 different rail lines. So it was really cool back then, 100 years ago, because they took trolleys everywhere. It's a shame they don't bring them back. That would be so cool if they did. But it would cost a fortune. They actually wanted to make a trolley line to the university, and they said it would be over 200 million, so they canceled it. And this is a community center. It's like a big art gallery inside. There's a lot of oil paintings and artwork. And I wanted to show you around right now because this is like as beautiful it gets for Christmas time with the snow, with a foot of snow. You know, it's just really beautiful. Normally, we only have snow cover about 20% of the winter. So like our odds of having a white Christmas is like 1 in 5. So I might actually have to turn the camera off because it's not getting dark as quick as I wanted it to. We've already gone 5 minutes. It's still like bright light. So some of these Victorians are like still renovating them, like that one, they're still renovating it. And then this one up here, they're renovating it, but most of them have already been renovated. Like 90% of them have been totally fixed and renovated already. But there's like a few left, they're renovating, like that one right across the street. So these Victorians, these big mansions, these were built 100 years ago by the railroad tycoons of that era. Different wealthy people like gun manufacturers, railroad tycoons, those bankers probably, those types of people. 100 years ago, they're the ones that built those mansions. So this is the library. And then there's lots of beautiful buildings, especially in this area. But what I am going to do is I'm going to keep going up to this intersection. I'm going to turn the camera off. There's a few nice houses up here. And then I'm going to turn the camera off, and then I'll turn it back on as soon as it gets dark so I can take you to downtown Ogden, a few blocks away. It's about 2 blocks from here. And then downtown, hopefully the lights will be on as it gets dark. Yeah, it's really pretty for Christmas time. Yeah, it's actually really cold out here because my hand is freezing, and I've only had my hand out for like 5-10 minutes doing this video, and my hand is literally freezing. But just to put it in perspective, if you came to this neighborhood that I'm showing you like 5 years ago, you could have bought a small brick house for like under 200, like probably 150 in this neighborhood. You could have bought one of those nice Victorians for 300. And now the prices are almost double. It's almost double what it was. Which is very unfortunate. And the property taxes are doubling too. My property taxes have gone up about at least 50% in just the last 2 years. 50% increase in property tax in the last 2 years. So that's disgusting. Very upsetting. And that's their system. I mean, that's what they do. They make the house prices sky high so the liberals and the big city, the big government, gets rich off the property tax increases. So even though you own a house, you can actually be made poor because of the property taxes. The property taxes can make you poor. And the liberals don't care. Big government, socialist liberals don't care. They just keep raising taxes, raising taxes, raising taxes, raising taxes. Taking more money, more money, more money. So this is a pretty park, especially now with all the snow. It's like 1 square block with the library in the center. So we're just going to go in a big giant circle. I think there's one more really cool house up here. And then I'll turn the camera off. And then I'll wait until it gets dark to turn it back on. Because it could take another 15 minutes before it's dark. Like, let me give you an example. Before we bought our house, this is 2 years ago. See that house right across the street? It's like that greenish color. That one right there, the greenish one straight in front. That house was listed at 190, and it was really nice. I mean, the inside was beautiful. It was really nice. But you can see just a lot of beautiful brick buildings, brick houses, Victorian houses in this area. It's just really nice. So here's a really cool mansion straight ahead. It just looks really cool. And most of these beautiful houses I'm showing you were built probably about 100 years ago. Some of them maybe even more than that, maybe like 120, 140 years ago, some of them. But we're going to turn the camera off now, save the battery.